In this video, I will discuss one of the mysteries of the Owl House, the secret life of Belos and his relationship with Hunter. However, to fully grasp the depth of this story, I recommend watching my video titled The Complete Story of the Owl House. We understand Belos's life, or rather Philip's life, through the images in his mind. Nearly the entire story is cleverly fragmented and hidden within these pictures. This video, which will largely consist of theories, is grounded in logical narratives. If you have any ideas, please feel free to share them. We see someone resembling Hunter spending time with a young Belos. Assuming they are making butter, it suggests they are sustaining themselves through farming or animal husbandry. In the next image, we observe people excitedly gathered with pitchforks in their hands. Knowing from the diary that Philip comes from the 1600s, we can infer that these people are about to embark on a witch hunt. Young Belos and Hunter seem to be eagerly joining this group. In another image, we see Belos looking at Hunter with admiration. Here, Hunter is making a mask for Belos. In the fourth image, the wooden mask is completed, and the two are seen following the adults, holding torches and sticks. From this, we understand two things. First, that Belos and Hunter enjoyed witch hunts and looked up to the adults, and second, that the mask Belos constantly wears was made by Hunter. Theoretically, I believe Hunter to be Belos's older brother. In this image, we see them encountering a witch during the witch hunt. Someone holding a flame is enticing them. While Belos looks on with fear and concern from behind, Hunter walks towards the person with great admiration. Hunter is seen running joyfully to a cemetery entrance, eager to pass through a portal, and it's evident that someone is holding his hand. Belos follows him, wearing his mask. In subsequent images, we notice a time shift as both characters have grown up. Particularly, we see that young Belos is now an adult, holding a book and gazing at the boiling isles from a distance. Pay special attention to the talisman in the girl's hand in this image. In another image, Belos is seen speaking to them while they look at him in astonishment. In a following image, Belos is shown breaking the talisman and absorbing its magic. I believe this talisman belonged to the girl from the previous image. The unfortunate part is that the witch might have died. We understand the reason behind Belos's actions from this particular image. Hunter seems to have been living in the boiling isles for a long time, having established a life for himself. However, Belos looks at them with anger and jealousy. It is very evident that the woman holding Hunter's hand is pregnant, suggesting that the two have married and are now living entirely in the boiling isles. Hunter, initially unable to recognize Belos and reacting with great fear, eventually realizes it's young Belos and embraces him with joy. However, Belos does not return the hug. Instead, he looks at the witch in front of him with determined hostility. The woman's face is not shown to us. As Hunter introduces his wife to Belos, Belos, hiding a dagger behind his back, suddenly attacks. Belos strikes with immense rage, and despite Hunter's attempts to calm him with confused glances, Belos kills Hunter. During all this, Hunter's wife screams at Belos, and we see Belos trying to escape. Belos consumes the magic in talismans, attempting to prolong his life and gain the power to destroy them. There are two prevailing theories about this. The first is that Belos consumes talismans to gain power and extend his life. The second theory is that he is compelled to do so due to a spell cast by Hunter's wife. However, the most widely accepted theory is that he does it for power and longevity. Later, we see that Belos has carved a type of rune into his body. While we don't know what this rune is, the next image reveals many details. The hands emerging from the ground might belong to the Hunter clones created by Belos. The sad part is that the bones on the table likely belong to Hunter, as I surmise. Belos seems to have dismembered his body in an attempt to resurrect him, expecting him to somehow regrow from the earth. The numerous books and tools scattered around suggest that this place, which would later become his castle, is where he lived. We had already seen a graveyard filled with Hunter's clones containing the bodies of deceased or murdered Hunters. Another theory suggests that Flapjack was actually Hunter's previous talisman. Flapjack's willingness to protect Hunter at all costs and ultimately dying for him supports this theory. Additionally, there's an interesting connection between Flapjack and the Clawthorne family. I believe that the witch came from the Clawthorn lineage and was the first member of the Clawthorn family. Hunter being chosen by a palisman, particularly a bird, is related to this because the Clawthorn family traditionally creates bird palismans. Assuming it's a tradition for them, this theory becomes quite plausible. 5 years later, Philip's ambitions led him back to Eclipse Lake in hopes of acquiring Titan's blood. To aid him in this quest, Philip enlisted the help of the local residents of the Boiling Isles, resulting in the discovery of a similar substance known only as Fool's Blood, which proved to be a decayed and unstable vein. After obtaining the Titan's blood, the vein collapsed, leading to the demise of Philip's companions inside, likely as a result of Philip's intervention. As time passed, Philip began to learn about the powerful godlike entity known as the Collector, whom he sought to assist him in his goal of exterminating the residents of the Boiling Isles. However, one of the items needed to locate the Collector was a mysterious tablet hidden within the Titan's skull. Guarded by a sealed door with a stone sleeper behind it, Philip embarked on an expedition to the Titan's skull with the help of a demon named Blue Fang. In reality, Philip intended to use Blue Fang as a distraction while he searched for the artifact himself. Despite Blue Fang's sacrifice, Philip still failed, leading him to return to the town to seek another sacrificial aid for his plan. We conclude this story here. In the next videos, I will delve deeper into what Belos did with the glyphs and how he met the Collector. If you have any ideas or theories on this topic, feel free to share them in the comments or on my Discord server.